Are you tired of seeing computerized images of the planets? Get ready, because here, we bring you the real images of the solar system. The Sun, the heart of our solar system, is a yellow dwarf star, a hot ball of glowing gases. Its gravity holds the solar system together, keeping everything from the biggest planets to the smallest particles of debris in its orbit. Electric currents in the Sun generate a magnetic field that is carried out through the solar system by the solar wind, a stream of electrically charged gas blowing outward from the Sun in all directions. The connection and interactions between the Sun and Earth drive the seasons, ocean currents, weather, climate, radiation belts and aurorae. Though it is special to us, there are billions of stars like our Sun scattered across the Milky Way galaxy. The smallest planet in our solar system and nearest to the Sun, Mercury, is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. From the surface of Mercury, the Sun would appear more than 3 times as large as it does when viewed from Earth, and the sunlight would be as much as 7 times brighter. Despite its proximity to the Sun, Mercury is not the hottest planet in our solar system. The title belongs to nearby Venus, thanks to its dense atmosphere. Similar in size and structure to Earth, Venus has been called Earth's twin. These are not identical twins, however. There are radical differences between the two worlds. Venus has a thick, toxic atmosphere filled with carbon dioxide, and it's perpetually shrouded in thick, yellowish clouds of mostly sulfuric acid that trap heat, causing a runaway greenhouse effect. It's the hottest planet in our solar system, even though Mercury is closer to the Sun. Venus has crushing air pressure at its surface, more than 90 times that of Earth, similar to the pressure you'd encounter a mile below the ocean on Earth. Venus was the first planet to be explored by a spacecraft. NASA's Mariner 2 successfully flew by and scanned the cloud-covered world on December 14, 1962. Since then, numerous spacecraft from the US and other space agencies have explored Venus, including NASA's Magellan, which mapped the planet's surface with radar. The former Soviet Union is the only nation to land on the surface of Venus to date, though the spacecraft did not survive long in the harsh environment. If you want to continue watching more videos about the universe, please subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so that you are aware of the following videos. Our home planet is the 3rd planet from the Sun, and the only place we know of so far that's inhabited by living things. While Earth is only the 5th largest planet in the solar system, it has liquid water on the surface. Just slightly larger than nearby Venus, Earth is the biggest of the 4 planets closest to the Sun, all of which are made of rock and metal. The name Earth is at least 1,000 years old. All of the planets, except for Earth, were named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. However, the name Earth is a Germanic word, which simply means the ground. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun, a dusty, cold, desert world with a very thin atmosphere. Mars is also a dynamic planet with seasons, polar ice caps, canyons, extinct volcanoes, and evidence that it was even more active in the past. Mars is one of the most explored bodies in our solar system, and it's the only planet where we've sent rovers to roam the alien landscape. 2 NASA rovers and 1 lander are currently exploring the surface of Mars, and a Chinese lander is set to land later this year. An international fleet of 8 orbiters are studying the red planet from above. These robotic explorers have found lots of evidence that Mars was much wetter and warmer, with a thicker atmosphere, billions of years ago. Jupiter has a long history, surprising scientists, all the way back to 1610 when Galileo Galilei found the first moons beyond Earth. That discovery changed the way we see the universe. 5th in line from the Sun, Jupiter is, by far, the largest planet in the solar system, more than twice as massive as all the other planets combined. Jupiter's familiar stripes and swirls are actually cold, windy clouds of ammonia and water, floating in an atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter's iconic Great Red Spot is a giant storm bigger than Earth that has raged for hundreds of years. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest planet in our solar system. Adorned with thousands of beautiful ringlets, Saturn is unique among the planets. It is not the only planet to have rings, made of chunks of ice and rock, but none are as spectacular or as complicated as Saturn's. Like fellow gas giant Jupiter, Saturn is a massive ball made mostly of hydrogen and helium. The first planet found with the aid of a telescope, Uranus, was discovered in 1781 by astronomer William Herschel, although he originally thought it was either a comet or a star. It was 2 years later that the object was universally accepted as a new planet, in part because of observations by astronomer Johann Elert Bode. Herschel tried unsuccessfully to name his discovery Georgium Sidus after King George III. Instead, the scientific community accepted Bode's suggestion to name it Uranus, the Greek god of the sky, as suggested by Bode. Dark, cold and whipped by supersonic winds, ice giant Neptune is the eighth and most distant planet in our solar system. More than 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth, Neptune is the only planet in our solar system not visible to the naked eye and the first predicted by mathematics before its discovery. In 2011, Neptune completed its first 165-year orbit since its discovery in 1846. NASA's Voyager 2 is the only spacecraft to have visited Neptune up close. It flew past in 1989 on its way out of the solar system. Pluto, which is smaller than Earth's moon, has a heart-shaped glacier that's the size of Texas and Oklahoma. This fascinating world has blue skies, spinning moons, mountains as high as the Rockies, and it snows, but the snow is red. Dwarf planet Ceres is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and the only dwarf planet located in the inner solar system. It was the first member of the asteroid belt to be discovered when Giuseppe Piazzi spotted it in 1801. And when Dawn arrived in 2015, Ceres became the first dwarf planet to receive a visit from a spacecraft. Called an asteroid for many years, Ceres is so much bigger and so different from its rocky neighbors that scientists classified it as a dwarf planet in 2006. Even though Ceres comprises 25% of the asteroid belt's total mass, tiny Pluto is still 14 times more massive. Jupiter's moon Io is the most volcanically active world in the solar system, with hundreds of volcanoes, some erupting lava fountains dozens of miles, or kilometers, high. Io is caught in a tug-of-war between Jupiter's massive gravity and the smaller but precisely timed pulls from two neighboring moons that orbit farther from Jupiter, Europa and Ganymede. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, is an extraordinary and exceptional world. Among our solar system's more than 150 known moons, Titan is the only one with a substantial atmosphere. And of all the places in the solar system, Titan is the only place besides Earth known to have liquids in the form of rivers, lakes and seas on its surface. Titan is larger than the planet Mercury, and is the second largest moon in our solar system. Jupiter's moon Ganymede is just a little bit larger, by about 2%. Titan's atmosphere is made mostly of nitrogen, like Earth's, but with a surface pressure 50% higher than Earth's. Titan has clouds, rain, rivers, lakes and seas of liquid hydrocarbons like methane and ethane. The largest seas are hundreds of feet deep and hundreds of miles wide. Beneath Titan's thick crust of water, ice is more liquid, an ocean primarily of water rather than methane. Titan's subsurface water could be a place to harbor life as we know it, while its surface lakes and seas of liquid hydrocarbons could conceivably harbor life that uses different chemistry than we're used to, that is, life as we don't yet know it. Titan could also be a lifeless world. Thank you very much for watching Interstellar Worlds. What do you think of these real images of the solar system? Is there a planet or moon that you would dream to visit? Would you like us to make a video of a specific topic? Let us know in the comment section down below. Until the next video. Here. In Interstellar Worlds.